All right. Hello. Thank you for joining me today, Alexander. How are
Thank
you,
you, Joe.
sir?
Thanks for having me. Good, and
Yeah.
yourself?
Oh, very well. Very well. I'm excited that you're applying for this position, the corporate relations director. I've looked over your resume. Very impressive.
Thank
So
you.
I've got to say, a lot of accolades, a lot of great things that you've done. So let's take a few minutes to just kind of like talk through a few things about the job description, about what you're doing now, and I want to just put you at ease right now.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
let's hop into this, and we've got a couple of questions.
Yeah,
So the first one is just tell me about yourself.
yeah, definitely. So, as you can see, I'm native of Minneapolis, Minnesota, but been in the financial industry for about 6 years now. Very, very passionate about finance. Very, very passionate about financial education for our members and building relationships with people. So, I feel like those qualities are a good fit for this director role, and that's just a little bit about myself.
Excellent, excellent. And give me an example about you said building relationships. Give me
Yeah.
some examples of how you go about building relationships in your day to day.
Yeah, definitely. So, what you see is we have partners that we work with in different sectors of the companies. So, for example, Target. Target is one of the companies that we work with. Really sit down with them, try to understand what their goals are throughout the course of the year, and then build with them. And take them out, try to do fun things, fun activities, get to know them on a little bit more of a personal level. See how not only we can help them, but how they can help us as well. So, deepening those relationships by building and mutually benefiting each other.
Excellent. All
Yeah,
right, that's great. No, I'm very excited to hear that about your gregariousness and your you just getting out there and meeting folks and building relationships.
yeah,
So let me ask you this:
yes,
what one skill makes you the most qualified for this position?
yes. That is a very, very good question. I would say genuineness. I think that's something that's very, very important in this role because obviously you're trying to meet certain goals and certain objectives, and so is the people that you work with. But being honest and being genuine really helps those relationships build and go a long ways. And at the end of the day, you want to meet those results, and genuineness helps you meet those results.
All right,
Yeah.
excellent, excellent. Okay. To date,
Yes.
what professional achievement are you most proud of?
Most proud of in my professional realm? Um, that is a very, very good question. I would say joining the team, the business development and corporate relations team is probably my proudest development. And then some of the campaigns that we've worked on as well. So there was a campaign that we worked on with another corporate partner that we work with, United Health Group, and we actually boosted their HSA enrollment by about I would say it was about 16% that we boosted theirs, which helped them meet one of their goals, and we boosted our own membership goal by almost double the previous month. So that is an accomplishment they're very, 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 very proud of.
Excellent. And along with that,
Yeah.
I did review your resume and I did look see your most you've graduated recently.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about that.
Yes. So that was quite the process. It was a 2 year long journey, I'd call it. So you're going through the MBA program. You start with a group of people, and you kind of go through the program together. So various different courses. I concentrated in finance, so finance, a lot of finance classes from whether it's accounting or mergers and acquisitions, financial sheets with businesses themselves. So that was a journey, but an accomplishment that I'm proud of as well. I probably put that more on the personal side
I,
than professional,
I
but
mean, something like that is both personal and professional. So I would say
true,
it's a great
true.
accomplishment.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it was a journey, but it was really enjoyable. Learned quite a bit throughout that process. So
Excellent.
yeah,
All right. Okay. Tell me about a time when you overcame a challenge, and how did you handle that challenge?
how did I overcome a time I overcame a challenge, and how did I handle that? So one that's pretty recent, I would say, is with one of our corporate partners. We lost somebody who was really our main advocate on the side to push the relationship forward and get activities and tasks done. So you talked a little bit earlier about building relationships, and one of the things that I said was genuineness in building relationships. So when we lost that advocate, we had to turn around, and I had to reach out to other people that I had relationships with, that I built good relationships with, and to utilize them to keep projects moving forward. So um, losing that advocate was hard, extremely, extremely hard to get objectives pushed forward. But those relationships and leveraging those other relationships to push forward objectives was how I overcame that challenge.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. How would you describe your own working style?
My own working style, yes. Um, I would say I'm pretty relaxed. I like to be task focused, task driven. I concentrate on a task and make sure I'm very, very detail oriented in getting the project done. Um, but as far as style, I would say I'm pretty relaxed. I don't try to get worked up or over anxious about too many things. Try to keep a calm and even keel throughout things and get things done.
And give me an example of that. Give me a recent example of how you were able to use that style.
Yeah, definitely. So we had a recent event, a Target retirement event that we put on, and up to the last minute, there was quite a bit of chaos and making sure that things were coming together correctly, and we had all the items we needed, and we had all of the bags filled, and the name tags printed out, and that we had the registration list. So I just try to stay calm throughout that and reassure everyone that hey, we're on the right path. We're going to get things done. We prepped for this efficiently, and we've got everything that we need. And the event went off with a success.
All right. Okay. What 3 words would you use to describe your ideal work environment?
Yes, 3 words that I would describe: challenging, exciting, fast-paced. Say those are the 3 that would describe my ideal work environment. Challenging because I always like to be pushed. Like to be pushed a bit about outside of my comfort zones. Fast-paced. I think that helps to push things as things are constantly moving. And then yeah, I forgot my third one. I say challenging,
Challenging. Yeah, fast-paced.
fast-paced,
Fast-paced.
and enjoyable.
Enjoyable. There you go.
Yeah. So enjoyable.
Yeah.
You like to have fun as you're working through these challenges and getting to know different people. So,
And you'd mentioned comfort zone. Now, you know the saying, everything you
Yes.
want in life is right
Right
outside your comfort
zone.
zone. Very nice. Very nice. All right, excellent. If hired for this corporate relationship director position,
yes.
what is the first thing that you would tackle in this?
I think the first thing I would tackle, I think the thing that's most important in this corporate relations director role is to start building those relationships. I mean, right away. So once I think the foundation of everything from the corporate relations side is to have strong relationships, to be able to leverage those and understanding what your partner needs and in ways you can kind of effectively help that partner with not only their goals, but to achieve your goals as well. So start to build those relationships and understand what the goals would be for that company partner.
Excellent. Okay, and then you will have oversight into a few in the business development department.
Right.
Tell me, how would you interact with having those direct reports in
Yeah.
the BD department?
So working with direct reports, I think the first thing I would need to know is what would they need from me. So what kind of is their style? What can I do to help them achieve their not only their personal goals but professional goals as well? And what kind of motivational style do they need? So do you need to be somebody that needs to be micromanaged, or are you somebody that needs to be told, hey, here's the task or the project at hand, and you kind of go in and you're kind of a go-getter on your own, a self-developed, kind of like a self-driven person, or do you need somebody that's on you and constantly reminding you, hey, let's get this task done, that type of thing. So understanding really first and foremost what they need from me, how I can support them, and then looping them in and helping them understand what we have kind of as a goal, as an overall department.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. And why are you leaving your current employer?
Why am I leaving my current employer? Like I said, I like to be challenged. So I'm not necessarily leaving them because things have been stale, but I'm looking for a new challenge. And I think this role, the corporate relations director, would give me not only a new challenge, but kind of a new opportunity to expand into some new horizons and leverage the strengths that I feel I have as a professional.
All right, excellent. Again, it's going to take you right outside your comfort zone,
Yes.
and put you
Yes.
right there. Okay. What's one skill you would like to improve, and what's your plan for doing so?
One skill I would like to improve. I would say one skill that I'd like to improve is use of different marketing tools. So I know a little bit about marketing, but as far as like tools for what's most effective, what's the most effective form of marketing or most effective form of communication. So I think the way that I would kind of improve those skills is to sit down and get to know the marketing department a little bit better in the role and how we can work together collaboratively to get the best form of marketing communication out.
All right, excellent. Okay, and what do you like to do just outside of work? Give me a little snapshot into
Yeah.
who you are in your life. What do you do when you're not
Absolutely.
working 80, 90 hours a week?
Right. So, quite passionate about fitness and reading. So, fitness, obviously, I like to get outside and kind of enjoy nature a little bit, but also like to get into the gym and lift weights a little bit. And then reading too. I like to read quite a bit in the realm of self development. The latest book I read was The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, and they've got
Okay.
quite a few nuggets in there in regards to how we form habits and how you can particularly break those habits where it goes from the cue to routine and then the habit itself. So very passionate about reading self-development books and things and then getting out and fitness wise.
Okay.
So,
And have you had any relaxation time at all? Any travel lately or
Yeah.
vacations?
travel, yes. The latest location was Montreal, Quebec. So very beautiful place, very diverse place. Place, a lot of great food, a lot of great people. Highly recommend if you like traveling. I would definitely tell you to get up there. They hosted the Olympics in
Excellent.
1976, so get out there and see the stadium.
I mean, if I would have been born, I would have seen it. At that time, 1976. But that's
Right.
great. All right, fantastic. And the last question that I have for you is: this is going to be a big change stepping into this role.
Yes.
How do you handle this stress and pressure that's going to come with this position?
Yeah, I think
Walk me through that.
it goes back to kind of my work style, as I talked about a little bit earlier, and being relaxed and even killed. Try not to build one thing up too much more than any others. I've noticed that when you have large projects or challenging projects, it's easier to break it down into bits and pieces, focus on those bits and pieces, and eventually you've built up and you've kind of tackled the entire project. So I think breaking it down, bits and pieces, things that I don't know. So whether it's things I don't know right away, working with that marketing department, building those relationships, kind of break those into categories and focus on building in each of those categories so it doesn't seem too overwhelming.
Yeah. What is that phrase? How do you eat an elephant? Yeah.
Bit by bit.
Bit by bit. See, there you go. All right. Well, wonderful. I appreciate you coming in today and taking your time and spending it with me. We're going to review your information, me and my colleagues, and see, and we will get back to you in a just a couple of days. I'll have my assistant email you all the information.
Okay.
And I have to ask you, with your education level and with what you're reading, do you have any nuggets for me that you can impart me with today?
Yeah, so nuggets for you. I guess we talked about it a little bit earlier, but always try to challenge yourself. I think learning new things always helps. Traveling helps as well. But other than that, be ambitious. That would be my one nugget, is to be ambitious.
I like that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Alexander, thank you for coming in, sir. I appreciate
Thank
it. And we will be in touch shortly.
Excellent. I
All
look
right.
forward to hearing from you.
Have a great day.
You as well.